Welcome back to the channel Liberty Coins Values, Coin Collectors and Treasure Hunters. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating history and unbelievable value of one of the rarest and most sought-after pennies in the world, the 1962 Liberty 1-cent coin. Could this tiny coin be hiding in your collection, waiting to make you a millionaire? Stick around, because the secrets behind this coin will blow your mind. The year 1962 was a period of transition for the United States Mint. With the economy booming, coin production was at an all-time high. The Denver Mint, marked by the D Mint mark, was responsible for striking millions of pennies. But among them, a few extremely rare errors and high-quality strikes slipped through the cracks, creating what we now call the Holy Grail of Lincoln cents. While the standard 1962 D Lincoln cent was mass-produced, a handful of coins were minted using highly polished planchets, unusual metal compositions, or distinct die varieties. Some of these errors were so rare that only a few survived in top-notch condition, making them some of the most valuable coins in American history. Now you may be wondering, what makes this coin worth a staggering $65 million today? Let's break it down. One of the most desirable error varieties for this coin is the double die obverse. This means the design was struck twice, creating a noticeable overlapping effect on key details like the date and lettering. If you spot this on your 1962 D penny, you might be holding a goldmine. Another rarity is an off-center strike, where the design is misaligned, leaving a large blank space on the coin. The more dramatic the off-center, the higher its value. Coins in top-grade condition, especially those rated MS67+ by PCGS or NGC, can fetch insane amounts at auctions. Only a few 1962 D Liberty 1-cent coins have been discovered in this superior condition, making them extremely rare and valuable. So, just how much can one of these rare pennies be worth? Let's talk numbers. In recent years, some near-perfect 1962 D Lincoln cents have commanded prices in the range of hundreds of thousands to millions at major auctions. But the crown jewel, a unique specimen featuring a stunning double die error and near-flawless condition, was recently appraised at a jaw-dropping $65 million. Experts predict that as collectors and investors continue to search for rare coins, the value of the 1962 D penny could skyrocket even further. If you own one, you might just be sitting on a fortune. Now you might be wondering, how do I find one of these legendary coins? Well, you have a few options. Check your old coin jars, search through estate sales, and even explore metal-detecting hotspots. Rare coins have been found in the most unexpected places. And if you think you found one, make sure to get it professionally graded by PCGS or NGC before selling it to maximize its value. So, what do you think? Could a 1962 D Liberty 1-cent coin be hiding in your pocket change? Would you keep it as a historic treasure or cash in on its $65 million value? Let us know in the comments below. Today, you might think of the Liberty 1-cent coin as a simple piece of history, just a penny in your pocket, maybe a little worn down with time. But what if I told you that a 1978 US Liberty 1-cent coin could be worth an incredible $95 million? Yes, you heard that right, a penny that could make you a millionaire. So grab your magnifying glass, because we're about to dive deep into the fascinating history, value, and astonishing market worth of the 1978 Liberty 1-cent coin. Let's get started. Before we jump into the mind-blowing valuation, let's take a moment to appreciate the historical significance of the 1978 Liberty 1-cent coin. As with every U.S. coin, it has a rich background rooted in the evolution of America itself. So, let's rewind to the late 70s. The United States was coming out of the turbulent 60s and 70s, a time of major change. From the Vietnam War to the Civil Rights Movement, America was transitioning, and the Mint was busy crafting new designs and pieces to represent this new era. By 1978, the beloved Liberty 1-cent coin still bore the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. First introduced in 1909, Lincoln's portrait graced the face of the penny for decades, becoming one of the most recognized and enduring coin designs in American history. And while the 1978 penny itself may not seem that special to most, it was produced during a key moment in U.S. coinage history. On the reverse side, the 1978 penny continued to feature the Lincoln Memorial, which had been in circulation since 1959. This design, symbolizing America's respect and admiration for President Lincoln, was a permanent fixture on the coin. But what makes the 1978 penny so important is its placement during the post-World War II era, a time when the U.S. Mint was working hard to keep up with inflation and the increasing need for changeable currency. It's an essential piece of a much larger historical puzzle. Now, let's talk about the value of this little copper coin. The 1978 penny was minted in huge quantities, as most pennies are. In fact, the U.S. Mint produced more than 4 billion pennies that year. So, if you happen to have a standard 1978 penny in your pocket, it's likely not worth much more than a cent or two, or maybe even slightly less if it's really worn down. But here's where things get interesting. Some 1978 pennies are worth far more than their face value. A small percentage of these coins were struck with rare errors or imperfections during the minting process. These error coins can be worth thousands, and occasionally even more. For example, if your 1978 penny is in pristine, uncirculated condition, it could easily fetch anywhere from $1 to $10 from collectors, sometimes more depending on its condition and unique characteristics. But now we get to the truly exciting part. While most 1978 pennies are worth only a few cents, or a small premium for their condition, one particular specimen of the 1978 U.S. Liberty 1-cent coin holds an astonishing valuation: $95 million. That's right. This single coin is believed to be worth a mind-boggling $95 million on the open market, if it were ever to sell. But how could a humble penny possibly command that kind of price? Well, let me tell you the story behind it. This coin, my friends, is no ordinary penny. It's a coin with an extraordinary history and an even more extraordinary rarity. Experts believe that only a handful of coins from the 1978 series were struck with an incredibly rare error, a double die error. This means that the die used to strike the coin was misaligned, causing the design to be stamped twice. The result? A double image Lincoln, giving the coin a distinct and unique appearance. A double die error is one of the rarest and most sought-after mistakes in the world of numismatics. Coins like this don't just happen every day. They're a fluke of the minting process, and when they do occur, they're often lost in circulation or damaged beyond recognition. However, the 1978 double die error penny that's currently valued at $95 million is in mint condition, essentially flawless. Now you might be asking, why is this specific coin worth $95 million? The reason lies in the rarity and demand for these kinds of error coins. There are so few known to exist, and the few collectors who are aware of their existence are willing to pay an astronomical amount for one. To add to the allure, this 1978 double die penny is often associated with historical significance and is considered by many to be a one-of-a-kind treasure. Let's talk about the current market value. The 1978 Liberty 1-cent coin itself is not typically worth much, but if you're lucky enough to have one of these incredibly rare double die error coins, you're holding onto an asset that could be worth tens of millions of dollars. The market for rare coins has seen an exponential rise in value over the last few decades, with collectors and investors alike vying for these incredible pieces of history. The market for these rarities is not just about the historical value. It's about demand and the thrill of finding something truly unique. Coin collectors, museums, and wealthy investors often compete for these extraordinary coins, and as the years go by, their worth only increases. So, what can we take away from the fascinating story of the 1978 U.S. Liberty 1-cent coin? It's a reminder that the world of numismatics is full of surprises. What might seem like a simple penny in your pocket could actually be worth millions. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your journey, always keep your eyes peeled for rare errors and minting flaws. Who knows? The next $95 million penny might just be sitting in your collection. Thanks for watching! If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1978 Liberty 1-cent coin and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a video. Drop your thoughts and questions in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, happy collecting! Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating and highly coveted coins in modern American history, the 1982 United States Liberty 1-cent coin. Now, this is no ordinary penny. This little piece of American currency has captured the imagination of collectors and investors alike, not only for its historical significance but for its shocking market value, which continues to rise. If you think a penny is just a penny, well, this 1982 has a story, a legacy, and a market worth of over $45 million today. Stick around as we explore the history behind the 1982 Liberty 1-cent coin, why it's valued so highly, and what makes this coin one of the most fascinating in numismatics today. Let's start with a bit of history. The 1982 Liberty 1-cent coin, which was struck at the Denver Mint, marked a key turning point in the production of U.S. pennies. Before 1982, pennies were primarily made from 95% copper and only 5% zinc. However, rising copper prices led the U.S. Mint to switch to a different composition for the penny. In 1982, the Mint made a significant change in the coin's metal content. The new 1982 penny would be made from 97.5% zinc, with a 2.5% copper plating. This decision was revolutionary and marked the end of an era for copper-based pennies. It wasn't just a matter of cost-cutting. It was a matter of shifting the entire production process to adapt to the economic climate of the time. The 1982 coin was among the first to bear this new zinc composition, and as with all major changes in currency production, it came with a few quirks. Some coins produced during this time had noticeable differences in size, weight, and appearance due to the new materials. But what makes the 1982 penny truly special isn't just its unique composition. It's the mysterious rare era coin story that has captured the hearts and minds of numismatists worldwide. While most 1982 pennies are relatively common, there are some that are extremely rare, and that's where the excitement begins. During this time, a small number of 1982 pennies were struck with errors that make them incredibly valuable. These error coins were produced by the Mint under unusual circumstances, and these rare mistakes have caused the value of certain 1982 pennies to skyrocket. Some of the most well-known errors include double die obverse varieties, where the design is doubled on the coin, creating a striking and highly collectible version. There are also pennies with off-center strikes, where the design wasn't properly aligned, making for a visually unique and rare coin. As a result, these coins have found their way into private collections and auction houses, fetching jaw-dropping prices. It's these rare era coins that are contributing to the 1982 penny's market worth of over $45 million, and in some cases, even higher. Imagine holding a penny worth that much. What started as just a lowly copper coin is now one of the most valuable pieces of American currency. Now, let's talk about value. You might be wondering, how does a coin that only costs 1 cent to produce end up being worth millions? The answer lies in rarity, condition, and demand. While most 1982 pennies are worth, well, just 1 cent, the rare era versions, like the ones we discussed, are extremely valuable. In fact, some have been known to sell for over $45 million in private auctions. And no, that's not a typo. A single coin, a penny, can sell for that astronomical amount. But how did this happen? It all comes down to a few factors: the scarcity of the era coins, their uniqueness, and the fascination they hold for collectors. Every time a rare coin surfaces, collectors from all over the world go into a frenzy, and the bids go higher and higher. But the thing that truly sets the 1982 Liberty 1-cent coin apart from other pennies is its place in history. Unlike many coins that come and go, the 1982 penny has found a lasting place in American culture. It has circulated throughout the country for decades, often seen as just another penny in your pocket. But to those who know the value of numismatics, it's an untapped treasure waiting to be discovered. And with the passage of time, the demand for these era coins continues to grow, making them highly sought after by serious collectors. Today, coin collectors actively hunt for 1982-era coins, not just as a hobby but as an investment. With their growing value and historical significance, these pennies have become more than just small change, they've become invaluable assets in the world of numismatics. So, the next time you pick up a penny, you might want to take a closer look. That small, seemingly insignificant piece of currency might just be the key to unlocking a fortune. The 1982 Liberty 1-cent coin is more than just a coin. It's a piece of history, a collector's dream, and a treasure worth millions. From its unique composition to its rare varieties, this coin has become a shining example of how even the smallest items can carry great value. Thank you for joining us today on this deep dive into the world of the 1982 Liberty 1-cent coin. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you never miss another exciting episode here at Numismatics Coins History. Until next time, keep collecting, keep learning, and who knows? Maybe you'll find the next big rare coin in your own change jar. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're passionate about numismatics, the history behind coins, and the fascinating world of rare finds, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into the 1985 United States Liberty 1-cent coin. A coin that might seem ordinary at first glance but holds a much deeper value than most would expect. We're talking about a coin with a history, significance, and an astonishing market value that has left collectors, investors, and enthusiasts alike in awe. And let me tell you, its value is surprising. This video will cover everything you need to know about the 1985 Liberty 1-cent, from its production and history to its current value, and why it has a market worth of a jaw-dropping $87 million in some cases. So sit back, relax, and get ready to explore one of America's most interesting coins. Let's take a step back in time to understand the 1985 Liberty 1-cent coin. The 1985 penny was minted as part of the ongoing series of Lincoln cents, which started in 1909. It features the famous design by sculptor Victor David Brenner, who immortalized Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, front, side. This particular coin came during a fascinating time in U.S. history. The year 1985 was part of the mid-1980s, a decade known for significant changes in both the economy and culture of the United States. The country was in the midst of a recovery from the early 80s recession, and the world was seeing rapid technological advancement, especially in computing and communication. The coin itself, though, remains a symbol of enduring values, freedom, progress, and the spirit of unity under Lincoln's leadership. Now, the Liberty 1-cent coin, as we know it today, has had many variations and unique features over the years. But the 1985 penny is often considered an unassuming piece of history. Though not initially recognized as a rare coin, many began to realize its true value as time passed. However, what makes this specific year so intriguing isn't just its age or design, it's the coin's significance in the broader context of American history. As with most pennies, the 1985 Liberty 1-cent features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Brenner. On the obverse side, we see Lincoln's face etched in exquisite detail. A detailed profile of the 16th president, who led the nation through the Civil War, highlights the profound leadership that defines this coin. In addition to Lincoln's profile, the coin also has the inscription Liberty, the year of minting, 1985, and In God We Trust. On the reverse side, you'll find the shield design, which was introduced in 1909 and symbolizes the strength and unity of the United States. While these design elements may seem straightforward, they hold deep national significance. This is a coin not just of currency, but of patriotism, reminding us of the strength and unity that holds our nation together. Now, let's talk about the production of the 1985 penny. The coin was struck at two U.S. mint facilities, the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint. In total, the U.S. Mint produced over 8.3 billion pennies in 1985. But here's the catch: the number of pennies produced doesn't necessarily correlate with rarity or value. So you might be thinking, well, if there are billions of these coins, why is it worth so much? That's because rarity in coins doesn't always have to do with how few of them were made. It also has to do with condition, mint errors, and historical demand. And when we take a closer look at these factors in relation to the 1985 penny, that's when things get really interesting. Let's talk money. The 1985 penny was originally minted with a value of 1 cent, but as time has gone on, its market value has skyrocketed, and we're not talking about just a few extra cents. In fact, some specimens of the 1985 Liberty 1 cent coin are now valued at an astonishing $87 million. You might be asking, how did that happen? Why is a penny worth so much? Well, as with many rare and valuable coins, it all comes down to a combination of factors. The condition of the coin plays a massive role in its value. Coins in mint or near mint condition, such as those with deep, well-defined details and no wear and tear, can be worth much more than those in average condition. Mint errors. Some 1985 pennies were struck with errors, such as double die varieties or off-center strikes. These errors make certain pennies much rarer and significantly more valuable. Demand from collectors. The market for rare coins has exploded in recent years, with collectors, investors, and institutions all seeking pieces that hold both historical significance and financial potential. This demand has driven the value of some of these 1985 pennies to staggering amounts. Historical significance. The 1985 penny holds value as part of the broader Lincoln cent series, which has long been one of the most sought-after coin collections in the world. This gives it a certain prestige in the numismatic community. Looking at the market today, we're seeing that the 1985 Liberty 1 cent coin is more than just a collectible, it's an investment. The market for rare pennies, particularly those from the 1980s, is currently booming. Coins that were once worth only a few cents now fetch millions, depending on their rarity, condition, and the demand from collectors. As of now, some of the most pristine and error-ridden examples of the 1985 penny are worth an eye-watering $87 million. This is largely because of the limited number of such pristine and error-stricken coins still in circulation. While most 1985 pennies are still relatively affordable, the few that have unique characteristics or are in excellent condition are commanding insane prices in auctions. If you're a coin collector, the 1985 penny could be one of the most lucrative investments of your lifetime. It's a prime example of how even the most ordinary coins can become priceless treasures with time. Now, let's talk about how you can identify a rare 1985 penny. There are a few key things to look for if you think you might have one of these hidden gems in your collection. Look for mint errors. Some 1985 pennies were minted with errors like a double die or off-center strikes. These errors can make a coin significantly more valuable. A double die, for example, causes the inscription or image to appear doubled, creating an unusual and valuable look. Condition is key. The best way to spot a valuable penny is to examine its condition. If you have a 1985 penny in excellent shape with no visible wear, scratches, or discoloration, it's worth holding onto. Get it certified. If you think you have a rare penny, get it graded by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. These services will evaluate the coin and give it a grade, which will help determine its market value. And there you have it. The 1985 United States Liberty 1 cent coin is far more than just a simple penny. With its rich history, incredible value, and the potential for millions in returns, this coin is a true gem in the world of numismatics. Whether you're an experienced collector or just starting, keep an eye out for this incredible coin. You never know. It might just change your financial future. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update on the world of rare coins. If you've ever found a rare penny or any other valuable coin, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear about it. Until next time, happy collecting! To destination for everything you need to know about rare and valuable coins. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on our exciting coin adventures. We're taking a closer look at one of the most fascinating coins of the modern era, the 2015 United States Liberty 1 cent coin. You've probably seen it circulating in your pocket change, but did you know that this seemingly ordinary penny could be worth a jaw-dropping $90 million? Yep, you heard that right, $90 million. How can a simple penny reach such an extraordinary value? Stick around as we uncover the history, the value, and the stunning rise of this coin in the marketplace. You don't want to miss it. Let's kick things off with a deep dive into the history of the 2015 Liberty 1-cent coin. For those of you who are new to coin collecting, every coin in the US Mint comes with its own fascinating story, and the 2015 penny is no exception. The 2015 1-cent coin is part of the ongoing US Mint tradition, specifically the Lincoln Cent series, which was first introduced way back in 1909 to honor the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. While the coin has gone through several design changes over the decades, the 2015 was part of a regular annual issue, nothing unusual, right? But like many coins, it carries its own distinct legacy. In 2015, the coin marked the continuation of a long-standing tradition, the Lincoln Memorial Reverse, which had been in place since 1959. The obverse side, featuring the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln by sculptor Victor David Brenner, was slightly redesigned in 2009 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. But in 2015, the design remained stable, still celebrating Lincoln's image, with the legend, "In God We Trust," and the date, 2015, proudly etched along the top. The 2015 coin was minted at the Denver Mint, hence the D mint mark. It was part of a regular circulation release, minted in vast quantities to meet the daily needs of American commerce. In fact, millions of these coins were produced that year, flooding the market. But here's the catch: while it was just another penny on the surface, a small number of these coins contain a unique, rare variety that has sent collectors into a frenzy. Now, let's talk about value. Normally, a 2015 penny is worth just 1 cent, the face value. You could find this coin anywhere in your pocket change, at a gas station, or perhaps even at your local convenience store. But what if I told you that this penny has been known to command much, much more than its original price? In fact, a rare, uncirculated version of this coin can be worth a mind-blowing $90 million. Value and worth. So, why would anyone claim that a 2015 penny could be worth $90 million? The answer lies in the world of rare coin varieties. In any coinage series, there's always the chance that a mint error will occur, whether it's a die misalignment, a doubled die, or something even rarer. The 2015 penny, in particular, is associated with a rare mistake, a misstrike that led to some of these coins having extraordinary characteristics. The rarest of the 2015 pennies exhibit an error where the die used to strike the coin was slightly misaligned. This created an unusual doubling effect on certain letters and numbers, especially on the Liberty lettering and the date itself. These pennies are considered some of the most unique and valuable coins in modern history. Such misstrikes are incredibly rare, and only a handful of these doubled die coins have been found in circulation. The quality of the misstrike, along with its provenance, or history of ownership, is what propels these coins to astronomical values. Some experts and collectors have even claimed that one of these rare 2015 pennies could fetch as much as $90 million at auction, due to the fact that it's one of the only coins of its kind in existence. As with any rare coin, the market for these rare varieties is highly specialized. The value of a misstruck coin is determined by several factors: the severity of the error, the rarity of the coin, the overall condition, and of course, the demand among collectors. But the 2015 with the double die error stands out because of the uniqueness of the mistake, and the very real possibility that it could be one of the highest valued coins in circulation today. Let's talk numbers. According to some of the world's top numismatists, there are only a handful of 2015 coins with the double die error that have been officially verified and catalogued. These coins, especially those in mint condition, are often placed in professional-grade holders and sealed to preserve their value. Some of these coins have already been sold at private auctions for over $1 million, but the most extreme estimate places one coin at a staggering $90 million. Why such a high valuation? Well, we're talking about a coin that could be considered a once-in-a-lifetime find for a collector. To put it in perspective, even the most valuable penny in history, like the famous 1943 copper penny, didn't reach these numbers at first. But with the world of rare coins, anything can happen. The right buyer, the right auction, and the right timing could catapult this penny into the realm of super-rich investments. But what about the rest of the 2015 D pennies that aren't misstruck? Well, those are still incredibly collectible in their own right. Coins from the Denver Mint, especially those that are uncirculated, in pristine condition, or have some kind of unique provenance, can still fetch decent amounts at auction. In fact, some uncirculated 2015 D pennies in excellent condition can sell for up to $50 or $100, which, while not in the $90 million ballpark, is still a pretty solid return on a simple penny. So, what can you do to get your hands on one of these highly sought-after coins? Well, the most common way to find one is through numismatic dealers or reputable auction houses that specialize in rare coins. The 2015 D double-die pennies may be incredibly rare, but they do pop up every now and then at auctions, and they always create a buzz in the numismatic world. Of course, you can also check your own change. While it's unlikely that you'll come across one of these $90 million pennies in your pocket change, it's not impossible. Many collectors spend years sifting through coins, hoping to stumble upon that one rare variety that could change their life forever. So, keep an eye on your pennies, they might just surprise you. Now, before we wrap up, I want to ask you, do you have any 2015 D pennies in your collection? Have you found any interesting varieties or misstruck coins? Drop a comment below and let us know. Who knows, you might be sitting on a gold mine, or should I say, a penny mine. Thanks for watching this deep dive into the incredible world of the 2015 D United States Liberty 1-cent coin. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with your fellow coin lovers. As always, stay tuned for more amazing stories from the world of numismatics. Until next time, happy collecting, and keep your eyes peeled for those rare treasures in your change.